Are we having fun yet?
I'm disappointed. I'm really disappointed in you guys. You guys know me better than this. Like, there's been so many people sending me this saying, "Hey, Clan, did you hear that John Collins might be available and all the Hawks want is a lottery pick?" And I'm like, "Yeah, I heard that. I thought you knew me. Of course I wouldn't take John Collins. Spoiler alert. Look, if you want to just stop the video right now, you can. You know my take already. There's no way in the heck I would take John Collins. No. Especially not in this draft. And I know we have plenty of picks and maybe we can convince them, hey, you want to take the 20th and maybe a player? I wouldn't do it. No. I would not take John Collins for a lottery pick. I wouldn't take 19th overall John Collins for a lottery pick. It makes no sense to me on so many levels. Now, first and foremost, let's just go a bit about statistics, all right? This is just objectively speaking. There's nothing here that tells me or screams to me that he would be worth it. Now, don't get me wrong, the Atlanta Hawks have definitely, I mean, it's obvious, have definitely ran through Trae Young, and they don't necessarily run through John Collins. And it shows. But statistically, look, even Shaq and Kobe, when they weren't getting along, those two, you knew both were superstars. It was no doubt about it, okay? They could both put up numbers. It didn't matter. But when it comes to John Collins, I don't know. I'm not just going to buy into, it's just the system that's holding him back. I've watched a lot of them, and there's never been a time where I was just ecstatic for the Spurs to go out and try to grab him. It was never a time in history of that. Now, throughout the season, it's not like he's been terrible all season long. Like, obviously, he's not getting a whole bunch of minutes that you would expect from a guy that, a lot of people regarded, especially before the season started, as a borderline star player. Like, you wouldn't expect his numbers to go down as much as it has, but hey, it is the reality of the situation. So statistically speaking, it's just not enough there for me to say, oh yeah, I'm gonna give a lottery pick for John Collins. I know that the Spurs need a need as far as power forward, center, whatnot, but heck no. And there's more reasons to this also. So kind of piggybacking off of the fact that they don't necessarily run through him. If you remember, not that long ago, there were reports that there was friction between him and Trae Young. Things were not going well. It was no bueno. It was not good. Okay. Now, to their credit, both of them kind of came out and said, "Hey, we're good. Everything's cool. Don't listen to the news." But we've seen that same song and dance. And the fact that the Atlanta Hawks are willing to get rid of John Collins and this is coming out, I feel like it was something there. And if you're wondering what it was, apparently there were several issues with Trae Young running offense, and John Collins wanted it to more so run through him, which I will be honest, certain times I do believe that the Atlanta Hawks could go in different directions, as far as not necessarily saying Trae Young take a back seat, but just let him be facilitator, which he does. But Trae Young kind of does everything. At least when I watch the Atlanta Hawks, he kind of does everything. But that's not the point. I'm not talking about that, okay? I'm just talking about the fact that there's friction where John Collins believes that an offense should be ran through him. And this was really early on, and it was a lot of buzz surrounding around this. And I'm sorry, his statistics, to me, just do not match up with a player that's worth running the offense through. It never has. It's never been a time in history where I was ecstatic for his play. I just never was excited about John Collins. And even the way that he plays, I just feel like sometimes Spurs fans get a little too infatuated with guys who can jump high. And that happens all the time. It's like, oh, he can dunk. Oh, he's athletic. Oh, he can dunk on people. And automatically Spurs fans want him. And I think that's a little ridiculous, okay? It happens all the time. Now, I love me some Jonathan Simmons. Happened with him, okay? It happened with Chimezie Metu. It happened with Dedmon. It just happens all the time when it comes to bigs. And Spurs fans just, they kind of flock to that. But that's besides the point, okay? Let me go ahead and segue. Speaking of him dunking on people, this is probably the biggest reason, and I haven't been a fan of grabbing him ever since this moment. The biggest reason why I wouldn't take him, and this might be petty on my part, but this was petty on his part. The fact that after he dunked on Joel Embiid, he literally wore a shirt of himself dunking on Joel Embiid. Guys, this is another level of arrogance. I'm sorry. I do not like this whatsoever. Like, I don't like this whatsoever. And I'm not one of those people that say, oh, you can't be, a little entertaining, or you can't be open to be a San Antonio Spur. And that's not necessarily true. But this, I don't like this. This is weird to me. This just screams ego. I just do not like it. I don't know how willingness he will be able to be coach with the Spurs. I don't know, but this right here, this is a me moment. This was ridiculous. Okay, I just don't like this. But that's besides the point. I just wanted to go ahead and just lay it out. I'm kind of confused why I had to do this, but few people have asked me. That's my take. I would never take John Collins. No, there's other options. No, I'm good. No, I'm all right. Not me. But you guys, you let me know what you think. I know that he's talented. I know that he has skill, but it's not worth it. To me, it's just not worth it. So you guys let me know what you think. I'll get with you later. If you want to support the channel, only $2 per month. Patreon, YouTube members, link in the description there. I'll get with you guys later, man. Until next time.